All right, everyone, welcome back. So, as promised, I am doing check understanding number three, letter B. Here we go. So, this is the question: 2z plus 1 over 8z squared plus 4z minus 4 over 3z minus 8 minus z over 6. So, again, following what the book did, what would be a common or an LCD? Okay, LCD. Well, let's look at the numbers first. 8, 3, 6. What number or numbers would it be that all three numbers go into? Or that number, whatever it is that we will come up with, would be divisible by 8, 3, and 6. Um, well, for 8, 16, 32, right? So you might want to think about it in terms of multiples: 8, 16, 24, 32. Um, yeah. And then 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. For 6, 6, 12, 18, 24. So I think we have found the number. The LCD in terms of a number would be a 24 because 24 is divisible by 8, divisible by 3, divisible by 6. Okay. What about a variable? Well, we need to have at least a z because this one has a z, all right? But then this one is a z squared. So I think that is the biggest power. That's what we need. And there's your LCD. Okay. So following what we did in the first, in letter A, check understanding number. Oh, is it 2B? I thought this was 3B. Okay. All right. I probably just put the wrong one. Okay. This is supposed to be 3B. Okay. So this denominator has to become 24z squared. So let's take a look. This is the question. As you can see, I am not going to put 24z squared right away. I will put 8z squared so that I can see what it is that I did to make it a 24z squared. I have to multiply it by 3, right? So that means the top has to be multiplied by 3. If I just put 24z squared here, some of you might be confused. Okay, so what do I do to the top? By doing it this way, it is very clear that, oh, it's this one that I needed to multiply to the top and the bottom. Okay, plus 4z minus 4 over 3z. And how do I turn the 3z into 24z squared? I think I have to multiply it by 8z. Okay, which means the top has to be multiplied by 8z too. Minus this 8 minus z would be multiplied by something because the denominator, which is just a 6, has to be multiplied by what? How do you turn it into 24z squared? Yes, it would be 4z squared. That means the top has also or needs to also be multiplied by 4z squared. Okay. So if you check all of the denominators, this one would be 24z squared. This one would be 24z squared. This one would be 24z squared. So I think we are ready to simplify the numerators. So distributive property, that would be 6z plus 3, all right, over 24z squared plus distributive property 8z times 4z, 32z squared minus 32z over 24z squared minus distributive property 32z squared minus 4z cubed over 24z squared. Now, guys, I need you to be extra careful with this negative. That negative would be applied to both of these, not just to this one, because you are subtracting the whole fraction. So that means the negative applies to this whole numerator. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put them all under the same denominator now. 24z squared. Oops. The first one, I will copy this one. 6z plus 3. The second one, I will copy this one. Plus 32z squared minus 32z. Third one, I will copy this one, but I am going to put a subtraction symbol in front of it. Minus 32z squared. Okay, minus 4z cubed. Now, I just wanted to cut down on steps, so just take note that I put a bracket. So if I want to remove the bracket, that means this becomes a negative. Oops. This becomes a positive, right? So let's do that. Let's remove the bracket now. This one is removed, so that is a 3. It just got them erased. So now it's just negative 32z squared, right? Well, this one becomes positive. Okay. Okay. So that's what we have. Let's get rid of the bracket at the very end. Okay. Now, just carefully check again that you have the right numbers. Okay. What's that? Cube minus 32z, 30. Okay. So which ones are like terms? So be careful, guys. They look almost the same. All right. So one thing that I did with Math 10, I think I also told you, um, or in grade 9 as well, Math 9, I would try to identify the like terms by putting them inside a shape. Okay, look at what I'm going to do. Well, 6z, all right, this one has a z. Okay, I'll use a different color. This one is a z. What else has a z only? This one. Okay, so that means if I put those two together, 6z minus 32z, that would be negative 26z. Okay, I'll use a different color. What about the 3? I will use a different shape. 3. Any other number there? No. So the 3 is just a 3. Okay. What about, let's choose a different color, green. What about the 32z squared? This one would go with what? Oh, this one right here. There's a z squared. So that means this one also are like terms. So the ones in green, you will notice positive 32z squared minus 32z squared. Oh, that becomes a 0. All right, so this cancels out with this. The 4z cubed at the very end. Okay, this one. Okay, what other? Um, maybe a diamond. Okay, that's another shape. It stays by itself because it has no other like term. Okay, over 24 z squared. And there's your answer. Or you might want to, again, rearrange them following math convention. Minus 26z plus 3 over 24z squared. And the non-permissible value would be what? Well, z cannot be equal to 0. Okay. And there it is, folks. I hope you enjoy that. Thank you for watching. Bye.